What's up, everyone? Welcome to Redskins Talk TV. Now, I just want to make this quick video about the game yesterday. 19-16. My Washington Redskins fell to the Cowboys at FedEx Field. Let's see if I can get the right. Yeah, there we go. Now, I'm at work. I'm here in South Texas. So a lot of people aren't really talking shit to me because it was a close game. They had the ass pucker just like I did. But the Cowboys took the game as they earned it. They fought harder for it. Now, I warned people on a lot of the Facebook groups that I have with the Redskins, the way the Cowboys bitch slapped Tom Brady around, despite their record, they're a tough team. It's kind of warm in here, so I'm going to crack my car door open. But they came to play, so did we. I didn't get a chance to see part of the game because I was at work. Had the TVs on, but I work customer service. I take phone calls, and I had to focus mostly on the calls that were coming in instead of being able to watch the game. When I did get to see the game, what I did see was the fact that we were able to take the ball from the Cowboys 3 times with turnovers, and just like the previous game, we're not able to produce shit from it. Good teams know how to capitalize, which is why you have some of these better teams with a better record. And the position that they're in is because they can capitalize on those turnovers. They can create the turnovers, which is something that we're doing, but they're scoring on the turnovers that are being created, something that we're not doing. I don't have a problem so much with Jay Gruden. I mean, I still have a beef with him simply because of how he handled RG3, but not necessarily because Kirk Cousins is a quarterback. He's a man. I got to support him. But it's not even about Jay Gruden. It's about Sean McVay and his subpar play calling. One instance, we had 2nd and 1. We had an opportunity to advance the chains. 2nd and 1, we call a run to the right. Defenders in the fucking backfield as the ball carrier is receiving the handoff. Bam. We lost about a yard or so. Now on 3rd and 3 or so, we tried the same goddamn play. And again, a defender in the backfield. So it's a combination of poor run blocking, but the defenders were stacked in the gaps. They were able to get in. Sean Lee was wreaking havoc all over the place. I was yelling for someone to fucking block him, but he had 13 tackles. But plays like that, Sean McVay didn't roll out because the opportunity was there. The Dallas defense, they were so hungry to get up the middle that they left the edges open. And a nice little chip block from the tight end or a fullback and then run out to the flat, it would have given the opportunity to get that first down. But Sean McVay, he's calling these bullshit play calls, and that's what got us in the situation that we're in. So we really couldn't do much. And it wasn't until late in the game after Deshaun Jackson fucked up with that Mickey Mouse bullshit because he thought he was going to try the same shit that he did when he was with the Eagles against the Giants. And even though I thought he was down because it looked like his wrist touched down, but the ball bounced up, they gave it to the Cowboys. The Cowboys scored. And then on the next possession, 67-yard bomb to Deshaun Jackson. He redeemed himself. But plays like that should have never happened because we had a chance to advance the ball up the field and not give the Cowboys a short field. We would have been able to push out. The defense played pretty well. A couple of dumb penalties, but the defense played one of the better games last night. The Cowboys offense isn't really anything to jump over about. A lot of sports experts had us slated to win, but we proved them wrong. Even Eric Allen on ESPN.com, when they did the picks for the week, Eric Allen, who never ever picks the Redskins, picked the Redskins. I knew something was wrong there. Whenever Eric Allen picks us, it's a jinx. But I'm not one for superstition. It's all about execution. We didn't execute well on offense. We couldn't get much going. We couldn't convert on 3rd downs often, and it put us in bad situations. Kirk Cousins in the first possession, he got sacked a couple of times. It's just poor play calling. I put it on the play calling with Sean McVay, and I really hope that there's consideration to bring in someone to fill that position because Sean McVay is not cutting it. Our offense is anemic. Alfred Morris, haven't been able to get much production out of him, and he's one of those premium runners, but he doesn't look it because of the poor execution with the run blocking, the scheme, the predictability for the play calling. Matt Jones, Luckily, he didn't fumble. He had a couple of decent runs last night. He got more carries than Alfred Morris. And after a while, Alfred Morris disappears, so you saw more of Chris Thompson. In the passing game, there were some plays to be made here and there. Kirk Cousins had some missed opportunities. Didn't read the defense. The tablets went out for the Cowboys, so they weren't able to scheme around the play calling from a defensive standpoint, offensive standpoint, so we had to turn off our tablets. That changed the complexion of the game. So there's not a lot that we could have done. The outcome may have been different had both teams been able to use the tablets, maybe a bit more fireworks, but Kirk Cousins, there were some instances where it looked like he just wasn't able to pick up the blitzes, wasn't able to read the defenses, and we've all heard that story before about a certain quarterback that's on a roster that's third string. I'm not going to say names, but y'all know who the fuck I'm talking about. Again, this isn't any type of a beef between the two. I got to rally around Kirk Cousins because he's a starter, plain and simple, and behind that is Colt McCoy. So, defense, everything was going well until after Deshaun Jackson caught that touchdown, and special teams, just like all night, wasn't able to get off their blocks. Whitehead got a 46-yard punt return, put them in good position, and then Matt Cassell, he made a couple of plays to get them in field goal range. Dan Bailey, he's got the leg on him. Our field goal kicker, I got kind of a man crush on him because he can hit from 56, maybe 58 yards, but for a 43-yard field goal, he was wide right. And I knew that was going to come back to haunt us, and it did because we lost 19-16. We could have went into overtime, but there's a lot before that could have bettered our position in the scoring game if we just were able to take advantage of the turnovers that were created by the defense. That's the main thing. There's a lot of blame to go around on all three phases. So we can't just blame Deshaun Jackson, even though that was a boneheaded move, because he redeemed himself. And for all the people that were talking about he needs to be cut, he needs to be benched, they were singing a different tune after he got that touchdown. I know there was one missed opportunity where he beat Brandon Carr. He was in the end zone, but the pressure was coming so hard at Cousins that he threw to the first guy, but it was kind of behind him. So Deshaun ran off, had a little bit of a fit, but it was a tough game. And I can handle losing to just about any team, but losing to the Cowboys, living here in South Texas, you know, I'm representing my burgundy and gold. And I dare a motherfucker when I go into work to say shit to me. No one said anything. They were asking what happened, like I'm just the local Redskins expert. And I just say, you know, shit happened. Cowboys won, so be it. We got them one more game. Right now, we got to focus on the Chicago Bears. I can't remember if we play at FedEx Field or if we go to Soldier Field. Either way, we need to win out these last three games. We got one more game against the Eagles and one more game against the Cowboys. Hopefully we can seal this up. I'm not too much worried about first place. I'm worried about just getting this next win. Anyway, if you like the video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. And for my Redskins family, hail to the Redskins.